Well, I'm going to guess we have a little bit of molecular gastronomy here with some either fruit juice or some kind of base caviar. For some of you who may or may not know, nowadays cooking has become a little bit of chemistry too. And with the right ingredients at your fingertips, some of them being chemicals, you can take any juice or any fruit and turn them into a type of caviar that has that same pop on the palate when you bite into it. So in many restaurants, you'll see all flavors of caviar. In order to make a caviar, it requires a couple of basic chemicals. One's called sodium alginate. You've eaten it before because many pie makers use it as a thickening agent. And when you use that in combination with another chemical, I'll look on my cheat sheet, calcium chloride, you will end up with these spheres that pop in your mouth and give you a burst of flavor. So we're not exactly sure what's in there, but my guess is that we have some of that molecularly induced caviar.
It all starts with molecules, Barry, doesn't it, in the end?
That's
one atom
true.
at a time.
One atom at a time. So let's come over to Chef Frank's station and we see some shrooms here. I thought we were, oh, and what are these?
Those are snails, Barry.
Land clams. So now where did we acquire the snails?
These are from France. These
Well, French, of course. Where else? We have plenty of snails in Napa which you could use, but of course in France they are better. Everything is better there.
Did you know that the snails in Napa are one and the same?
They
the
are?
California brown snail was brought to
See, everybody ultimately comes to Napa.
Yeah. The California snail what was brought to California by a Frenchman during the gold rush when he made a fortune and couldn't stand not having escargot.
And
they got out.
That was
and they're all over the state.
Henri Escargot, right?
I don't know his name.
Oh, we don't know his name. Okay. So we see some snails. We see some mystery caviar over there. You getting hungry yet? I didn't see anything too scary, but when was the last time you had snails? 4 years ago? Well, you have a farm, Lee. You must.
Snails all the time. That's all we have.
There you have it. Okay, let's see what's going on at Chef Chiarello's workstation. I see he's working on some
Sage advice.
sage advice. And so he's chopping away. He's got some bones in. It looks like some butternut squash, perhaps, or acorn squash.
All that French food needs a little butter, just to compete against it. Butternut squash.
Okay.
Lamb.
So something's coming together with some stock and some squash, and we haven't figured out what protein might be involved here yet. I see a lot of kindling. I presume this is going to be a very hot day. Oh, and another toy over here. This is a little hand smoking device. Some people would think that's illegal, but it does have applications in cooking, and it does allow you to have an application where you can provide a little smoke flavor without having to go into the smoker. I would expect that Chef Chiarello would be an expert in smoke.
My daughters taught me.
Oh, and now we see some protein out. Those look like some beautiful steaks.
Indeed.
Where are they sourced from?
These are prime Angus, the eye of ribeye. Got great marbling.
Beautiful marbling, and they look a little too marbled to be grass-fed, are they?
Indeed, they are not.
Indeed, they are not. So I think we're getting little hints as to what are coming, but I couldn't tell you exactly what's happening yet. I'm trying my best to figure out where the ingredients are going. So we must have a stock going of some kind here.
Little lamb sauce. Rancheria lamb sauce, that is, senor. Only the best. We've taken, Oscar, I don't know if you know it, for a farmer, he gets up later than any farmer in the Napa Valley. So,
That's why it looks
so
so
when he's
good.
a little dormida.
Is that your lamb?
This morning I went a las 6:30, Papa, and I went into the vineyard and I got some cañas from the Cabernet over the Rancheria, and I'm going to show you a little trick. You were sleeping, but I saw you with your tidy whities up in the air.
Cover your ears, little lady, little people. Cover your
They're
ears.
much closer than anybody here knows. Ask Denise.
That's a big effort there. That's pretty early for you too, I think, 6:30.
Oh, and it looks like we've got some of our beautiful red wine reducing down here with maybe a little garlic.
Shallots and bacon.
Shallots and bacon. So is that some of your famous Bordelaise style
You can
sauce?
flip those around.
I've had sort of a basic building block, and in some places a lost art. Well, this is a mystery to see how we're going to incorporate the wine beyond just a basic wine sauce and see whether we'll be able to tell in the tasting which is Renteria or Pallmeyer. Hey, I'm on that one.
That's good.
And it looks like we've got two different type of fungi here.
So I went to the vineyard, like I said, Oscar was sleeping, and I got some Cabernet canes, and we dried them up, and we ground them up into a little bit of a powder, into a little Cabernet chips right here. Now the trick here,
You
Put
do
some of
that.
these-
Looks like you know what you're doing.
Cabernet chips in there.
You sure that's Cabernet?
Yes, sir, 100%
Okay.
Cabernet. Stag's Leap.
Because my dad can tell
Very
from
good,
here
Eric.
from that butt.